Hello, YouTube. It's Christian. I'd like to welcome you first to the Lilia Show, and secondly, let you know that tonight we're going to be talking about a topic that is becoming controversial. And I warn you that the views that I share in this video will not be popular to a large group of people, but as for my community, I'm sure you'll understand exactly where I'm coming from. Stay with me. Alright, again, I'm Christian, and welcome to the Lilia Show, Season 2. I'm getting to post on this topic a little bit late because of school and other things that sort of took precedence. But I had heard about this particular video the other day, but I hadn't gotten a chance to see it. And I actually watched it last night. And the video I'm referring to is there is a transgender woman who was in a McDonald's in Baltimore, Maryland, I believe. Let me just make sure it's Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah. And two African American females attacked her outside of the women's restroom and pretty much attacked her until she had a seizure, while everyone else in the building stood and watched. I was going to include a very small clip of it in this video, but YouTube is apparently removing videos that include pieces of it for copyright or some sort of violation of terms, so I won't be doing that. But I am reluctant to do this, but I will post the link at the bottom of the video in the information so that you can see it, because I think in order to understand what I'm talking about, you actually have to have seen the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on with my commentary. Excuse me. For my faithful viewers, I know you guys have been telling me to stop smoking, and I'm sorry. Times are hard. Okay. So, I was on Facebook last night, and I had actually completely forgotten about the video and the whole issue, but it popped up on my wall, and I decided to watch it. I sat there and I watched the video, and I'm not really one to sit around and watch violence on YouTube, but because I feel this video impacted my community, I decided to look at it. After, I believe it was about 1 minute and 27 seconds long, just enough time to leave me completely disheveled and in tears. I was crying when the video went off. And a lot of people who watch this video who don't share my lifestyle or share my opinion of the situation would say that the reason I was so disturbed by it was because it was a gay person being attacked by a bunch of straight girls. But it goes so much deeper than that. I think that, well, first let me say this. I posted the video on my on my Facebook page, and a few of my friends responded. Most of them were outraged, but there was one particular young man who left me a little disturbed. For those of you who don't watch the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little synopsis. Basically, when the video comes on, the transgender woman is pretty much pinned in the nook where the bathroom is in the back of the restaurant, and these two girls are savagely attacking her like no mercy. They had her up against the wall, and they were kicking and punching and slapping and pulling hair, and it was crazy. And the bad part is the video exists only because a McDonald's employee, rather than doing something about it, took this video, stood there and watched this poor young lady being attacked, and took video, while the rest of the employees walked around trying to get a better view, laughing and pretty much having commentary like they were at the latest boxing match, and doing nothing. And what amazed me was one little, I believe she was a white lady, I couldn't really tell, but she stepped in and she stopped the attack. And if she should ever see this video, I thank you for her. There is a video actually of the young lady who was attacked responding to her, but I thank you for her, that somebody being, you know, the most far removed from the community and being the most far removed from the situation would actually come up and do something. I applaud that. As for the employees at McDonald's, whatever, but towards the end of the video, the young lady was on the floor beside the trash can and the exit to the restaurant having a seizure. No one did anything. In fact, one of the employees suggested that the two young ladies who attacked her run off before they called the police so that they wouldn't get in trouble. This is unacceptable. Everyone who was in that restaurant on that night needs to be fired. All of them. Management, cooks, everybody needs to be fired, because it is unacceptable that a reputable establishment would allow someone to be savagely attacked. And this isn't just for a transgender person. If this was a regular female, if this was a young man who was attacked by two other young men, I would say the same thing. They need to be fired. There has been too much foolishness going on this week. I know you guys saw the video of National Hiring Day at McDonald's with this girl running over two other people. What is wrong with our generation? I don't get it. I said on my Facebook wall that the video, it disgusted me. It made me sick to my stomach. And I hate this generation. I really do. I hate it, and some days I swear I'm embarrassed to be a part of it, because we have gotten to the point where we are so far removed from each other that what happens to anyone else just doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter. And I am flabbergasted by the idea that the Baltimore district attorney or whoever is in charge over there is considering adding on hate charges. Now, initially reports said that the attack was brought on by a racial slur. From what I've been able to gather, that is not so. Apparently it arose because the transgender woman used the women's restroom. And I was reading an article that said that they are probably going to make this a man goes into the women's bathroom while a 14-year-old girl is in the restroom. Okay, be that as it may. If that is the case, which clearly that's probably the furthest thing from this girl's mind is a 14-year-old going to the bathroom. I don't know why people think gay people like all child molesters or some bullshit, because we're not. We're definitely not. But apparently there is a statute in Baltimore that forbids transgender people from using the opposite sex, or the opposite of your original sex, restroom. Okay. So she broke a statute. Okay. We've all done it before. You speed, you're speeding down the street, you're violating a law. It happens. This is not a malicious act. However, attacking someone in public so savagely with video evidence to prove what you've done is malicious, and it needs to be punished, and punished severely. I read that the 14-year-old girl is being tried as a minor. I don't think that's necessary, because she knew exactly what she was doing when she jumped on her. And whoever was with her, apparently in her 20s, they need to throw the book at her. It needs to be charged as a hate crime. They need to have the maximum punishment inflicted, because people need to see that you cannot do this to people. I was watching a video the other day where a young man in New York was attacked outside of a McDonald's. What's going on with McDonald's? was attacked outside of a McDonald's just because he was gay. These lawmakers need to start throwing the book at these people so that they understand that it's not okay. This is not okay. It's not normal. It's not healthy. And this is not something we should be perpetuating in the generation that's coming underneath us. It is time that we move past this. People are gay. People are different. There are people that you don't understand, but that does not give you the right to violate them in such a way. It's pathetic. And I also think it's pathetic that people, even people who are a part of my community, the gay community, are saying that bad things happen to good people. Bad things don't just happen to good people. Some fool decided to do something stupid to infringe upon this person's civil rights, and you should be punished for it. There is no way around that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired of people blaming stuff on karma and the way of the world. The way of the world is what we make it. If you want to make it bullshit, then it'll be bullshit. But it's time that we start moving to another place, because moving on from this and just letting it slide up under the table like they let a lot of this stuff slide is not okay. This needs to be on CNN. It needs to be on MSNBC. It needs to be publicized. These girls need to, I want people to recognize them as the trash that they are when they walk into any establishment. If you walk into the strip club, I want people to know that you are the bitches that cut up in McDonald's, because people do things and they don't think about the repercussions, and it's time that we start inflicting repercussions upon people who do stupid shit. People need to be held accountable for the things that they do. Point blank. That's why I'm a firm believer and supporter of the death penalty. If you do some dumb shit should be done to you. No lethal injection. Shock that motherfucker. And I understand, you know, I get fired up when I talk about things like this, but people have to do better. We have to do better. Make noise. Call your lawmakers. Call anybody. Call your local news. Get this on TV. Get it out in front of everyone. Talk to people in your circles. Let them know. I want people to know about this. YouTube is taking it off. Find another link. Post it on your Facebook walls. Alert people. Because we're not afraid. And even if we were afraid, we shouldn't have to be afraid to go into a McDonald's and order a double cheeseburger and a sweet tea. We should be able to sit down and enjoy our meal and not have to worry about some ignorant fool and his homeboys or some trashy ghetto bitch and her friend coming in cutting up. Truth hurts. It does. That's the same thing that my black racist video did not go well at all with some people. But I don't care. I've always promised that I would be 100% real with you guys, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do. I want your feedback. I want you guys to tell me what you think of this situation. I want you to tell me what you think the repercussions should be. I want a discussion in the comments of this video, because this time we start making noise. Back in the day when HIV first came out, they had a group called Act Up. And you know what they did? They went in places and acted the fuck up. So let's act up on YouTube. I applaud all of my fellow vloggers who are doing videos about this, getting the word out. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave this here. Depending on the amount of response, I might do a reply video to this one. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching the Lily A Show, and as always, this dress won't go to waste. Feels like I own the place, yeah. Oh yeah, and girl, if that had been me, I would have kicked you and your friend's motherfucking ass.